Hi everyone. It's just after 7, so I'll start the webinar now. Welcome. I'm Tracy from Townsville Social Media Marketing. This presentation that I've put together is an overview of some of the primary social media platforms and the use of those platforms for personal and social and business purposes. So we'll start. And what I'll cover tonight is what is social media, the types of social media platforms, and the uses of social media, and then at the end we'll have some questions. What is social media? Well, it's basically a group of people getting together that have some sort of common interest or to discuss topics and to give opinions. If you're a business, social media marketing is a great way to promote your business, to also create relationships with people that are using social media. Why social media? Social media, it's a way of connecting. We, as humans, are very social animals, and we tend to thrive on connecting within groups. So social media is a great way to do that because it's online. You don't have to go anywhere. You can connect with people all over the world that have a common interest. What are social networks? There are hundreds of social networks or social networking platforms on the internet at the moment. But we'll look at the top 6 today, and that's Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, Google+, and LinkedIn. The first one up is Facebook. Most people would have heard of Facebook. Facebook's just basically a huge forum where people get together and discuss ideas, share photos, and connect. For businesses, Facebook's a great place because at least, for instance, in Australia, at least every second person is on Facebook, the half of the population. So chances are your target market, your prospects, are going to be on Facebook. So having a presence on Facebook, allowing people or prospects to interact with you and to connect is very important for brand awareness, and also create that connection with a prospect, because most customers won't do business with a company or a business that they don't know, like, and trust. As consumers, we're getting very savvy. So social media enables a business to create that openness where they can connect with prospects and create those relationships and foster those relationships. The Facebook environment, primarily there's 2 platforms within Facebook. One's for personal use, and that's called a personal profile, and the other are called business pages. Business pages are used by businesses to promote themselves, and what happens is people who are using Facebook users, can go to the business page of the business that they want to follow and actually engage and interact with that business on Facebook. There's some pros and cons for both personal profiles and Facebook pages, and one thing is that on a personal profile you shouldn't do primarily business. There are still a few businesses out there that have personal profiles and run their business on a personal profile. So if you're a business and you have friends, you are running a business from a personal profile, and Facebook will eventually shut you down. Think about converting that personal profile over to a business page. And there's also other benefits for having a business page as well, including applications which are very useful for businesses. So the front end of Facebook, you have a timeline, and now we're looking at a personal profile here at the moment. So with a personal profile, I accept friendships or friends, and I connect with friends, and then I can segregate those friends up, and then with the privacy settings I can set who sees what on my Facebook profile. But a lot of people don't know about the privacy settings, so that's something to be mindful of. At the back of Facebook, you have what's called a news feed. Now this is a feed or a stream of all the posts that friends that you've connected with, and also pages or business pages that you've liked. They will come through into what's called your newsfeed. Now, a newsfeed is only viewable by you, no one else. So that's your private newsfeed. The other platform on Facebook is called the business pages. Business pages are very similar to bricks and mortar shop, you could say, where you create the shop and then you entice people to come over and visit your shop or visit your page. They like the page and then they will start to get your status updates in their news feed. It's not as simple as that, but that's the basics of it. So the great thing with Facebook pages is that if you provide really good content, valuable content for your target market, then they will follow you and like you. You start to become a leader in their eyes. Then you start to grow. They start to trust you and like you. And then when they're ready, they'll come over and do business with you. Social media might be free, but it's very time consuming. So yeah, you might. It is a time consuming task. This engaging and interacting with followers or fans on Facebook. The next platform we'll look at is Twitter. Twitter is a microblogging platform. What a microblogging platform means is that it's very similar to blogging, except it's micro, and you've got 140 characters to say what you need to say in your message. The great thing about Twitter is that it's really quick. You can get information out very quickly to a large amount of people. Your reach can be very wide because your tweet is out there for the public. It's not that someone has to like your page to actually really get to see it in their newsfeed. With Twitter, it's out there, it's searchable. So what happens is people follow you and you follow people, and it's really great for use by emergency departments, celebrities and politicians. They're the main or some of the larger demographic using Twitter. I've also heard of bakeries using Twitter to tweet out to their followers that they've just pulled out a new fresh batch of muffins out of the oven. So there's heaps of ways you can use Twitter. If your target market is on Twitter, so you should be looking at, if your target market is on Twitter, then you should be looking at how you can use or leverage Twitter in your business. So this is just a profile, a Twitter profile. This is our Twitter profile. And what you see down the right there are tweets. They're just 140 character posts, and you can have links with those posts. You can also tweet images and videos. What a retweet is where you share a tweet. So if you see a tweet that you think your followers would enjoy or get value from, you can retweet that. And a hashtag, what a hashtag is like a search term. So by labeling hashtags, you get to get seen by people that are following particular hashtags. So if you're selling Ugg boots and people are following hashtag Ugg boots, you'll actually get in, they'll actually get to see your posts if they're following that hashtag. And hashtags are really good for emergencies, natural disasters. During Cyclone Yasi, it was great to actually see all the posts that were going on, all the tweets that were going on, revolving around the hashtag Cyclone Yasi. And it kept you up to date as well. You knew what other people were going through around North Queensland. So it was very, very handy. You'll also notice that Q&A, the TV show, actually uses hashtags. So if you hashtag Q&A, it will actually be streamed on the TV show. So it's a great way to get people involved. The next platform we're going to look at is YouTube. YouTube's actually the second most popular search engine besides Google itself, and YouTube is owned by Google. Google actually loves video, so if you need some help with SEO or search engine optimization and increasing your rankings in search engines, then creating and posting videos onto YouTube can be very beneficial. The other good thing is with videos, people tend to connect with people who do videos. Just like I've got my little picture up in the corner there, it's easier to relate to me if you can see me and hear me than if it was just text on a page. And the other thing is videos go viral. You know, there's heaps of videos that go viral on YouTube. Gangnam Style is, you know, one of them. People tend to share videos, and that's what you want. If you create some content, your business creates the content and then it gets shared, that means you get a wider reach, so that's very beneficial. So this is a screenshot of a YouTube channel. This is our channel, and you can see that we've got some videos there. We mainly do instructional type videos, but you can do slideshow videos, photo videos, where you can actually just compile a whole heap of photos into a video. If you sell stock, you can, there's heaps of ways you can do videos. Even now with PowerPoint, if you use PowerPoint, you can actually create videos directly through PowerPoint. So you can create the PowerPoint and then save it as a video and then upload that to YouTube as well. And also with YouTube, you've got another link back to your website. So by having all these social media profiles all pointing back to your website, it's like you're setting up a net to direct traffic or capture traffic and then drive it back to your website. There's also privacy settings, so if you create videos you don't want anyone to see, or if you want particular people to see, you can do that as well. The next platform that we'll look at is Pinterest. Pinterest is one of the new platforms on the block, and it's a great business to consumer platform, and really great if your product or service is very visual, because what Pinterest is actually pinning photographs, videos. So if you've got a product like shoes that's very visual, you will be able to reach a lot more people than on other platforms. The main demographic of people using Pinterest are females. So if your target market are females and you've got a product that's very visual, then Pinterest should be amongst some of your social media strategy. And this is just a shot of a board on Pinterest, and you can see just all the photos there. So Pinterest, how it works is you pin a photo, and then people share that photo. So that's how you get the reach. With that photo, then you have a link back to your sales funnel, whether it be your sales page or a lead capture form, or even just, you know, just your plain website, just driving traffic back to other information. And apparently the conversion rates are very high. So if you're selling items and you put those items on Pinterest, it's got a fairly high conversion rate from the click on the image to the actual purchase. The next platform we'll look at is Google. Google Plus. Google Plus is Google's version of social media, but it's more than that. Because Google is, you know, for a better term, the king of search at the moment, Google is changing its algorithms or search algorithms, the way it actually ranks websites in search engines. And one of the algorithms is popularity and social media. So by creating their own social media platform, they're able to collect more information about the user. When you used Google, you didn't need to log in, you just searched. So Google was limited with the amount of information they could track. They couldn't, like Facebook. With Facebook can tell what age you are, what gender you are, where you live, all that sort of information. And Google was missing that sort of detail. So Google Plus is a way for them to collect that information. But that's a good thing, because that makes information, especially for businesses, more refined especially if you're using Google AdWords. The main people that use Google Plus at the moment is techies and photographers tend to be high demographic on Google Plus, but I would recommend that even if you're not in those industries, that you have at least a platform, a profile on Google Plus, because it is Google, and there's a lot of search engine optimization benefit from actually having a platform, having a profile on Google Plus. So it's worth, even if you just create a profile. This is the first one, the front one here is my personal Google Plus profile, and at the back is my business Google Plus profile. Now you'll notice that at the moment what they used to call Google Places is now called Google Local, and it's actually run through Google Plus. So if you wanted to manage your Google Places, so that's that little red teardrop that marks you on Google's map, then you need to have a Google Plus profile for your business. The next platform we'll run over is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a professional social network. So it's mainly for people who are whose focus is business-to-business sales or people looking for jobs. It's, at the moment, it's something like 90% of employers or prospective employers are actually searching prospective employees on LinkedIn. So by having a really good presence or profile on LinkedIn, it will help you find a job. And if you're a business, then actually having a profile company page or company profile on LinkedIn would really help you, because other businesses would be searching for references, I suppose, testimonials about your business before doing business with you. So it's a way of controlling your online reputation. LinkedIn is ranked very highly in search engines. So, you know, for instance, if you Google your name, majority of the time, if you've got a LinkedIn account, it will come up as the top if you've got haven't got a popular name. But the great thing, you know, about LinkedIn is that you control what is displayed in your LinkedIn profile. So that's another very important platform. So even if you don't market on LinkedIn, actually going in there and creating your professional profile and your company profile is, in my eyes, very important. And this is a screenshot of my professional profile, so it's about me. I like to think of it like a living resume too. The great thing about LinkedIn is that you can keep a detailed record of what you've done, where you've been, who you've worked with. It's almost like a little black book of names. Imagine if you could keep connected with the people that you've done business with over the last 20 years, how powerful that would be. So what's next? Well, for social or for personal use, you know, using social media to connect with family and friends, it's very popular, very easy. Just remember your privacy settings, and then get out there and connect and interact. Now, if you're a business, before you go into social media, evaluate what first of all, work out exactly who your target market are, where that target market are going to be on social media, whether it's going to be Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn, Pinterest, YouTube, Google+. So sit down and do a bit of a strategy on that, and then plan what kind of posts are you going to post, what do you think your target market want you to talk about, want you to share with them. Because social media marketing for businesses is not like traditional marketing. It's not a one-way conversation. Social media marketing is a two-way conversation. So you want to be able to give your target market valuable information that that will increase or will increase your reputation, so that they then they convert over to liking and trusting you and then doing business with you. and then listen to what your prospects want from you. Engage with them, interact with them, influence them into purchasing your products and services, and then follow up. You can use social media as a customer service platform where you answer questions about your products and services, collect testimonials, post information about your products, distribute sales and news items about your products and services. So I think I'm biased, but I think social media is really powerful. But again, it is very time consuming. So if you don't have the time, then focus on one or two platforms and at least monitor your social media at least once a week. Once a day is ideal, but try to have a plan when you go in, and don't get sidetracked, because social media can be a bit of a time sink. The other thing is also to measure your strategies, measure what's happening on your page and whether what you're doing is actually resulting in sales, or at least some sort of interaction. Okay, so have a great evening, and I'll see you online.